Okay, this is going to be a call with my mother, Catherine O'Leary, to try to straighten out her behavior with the Fidelity investment accounts. There's 3 of them. And all the nonsense that's going on with it over my administration this last year, because she's clearly out of her mind with decisions she's been making, and she can't continue to do that. So yeah, that's going to be the call. I'm going to use both the recorders because I want this handled for real, not just nonsense. Robert Keller has been a saint. He's been better to her than her whole family put together. And I'll try calling her right now. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. I need to go over very important how and what's going on. Okay.
I think I need to call you back. I'm resting a little better at a different angle. Is that bad? I call you back?
No.
I'll need to get out of bed. It's so hard for me to waltz around, Stephen.
It would be better if you could just listen from this angle.
I think you should try to go slowly and softly. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I want to.
Wait, I'm going to turn over. Hold on.
Okay. I want you to listen to the plan, what it was, what I'm hoping it can still be, and thank you for listening. So, this is not your Fidelity account from the old days. This is a totally different one that was opened at the end of April. It is a precious metal account. And it is separate, and it is under my name and your name, and I put Russ down as having the agent, being an authorized agent in case anything ever happened to me. This was done in Orland Park. Could you speak up a little? I can't hear you at all.
Okay.
I can hear you perfect. So it was done with the 23-year-old young man, and he made a mistake on Monday and Tuesday of that week with the paperwork. He made a mistake because you and I both have a PayPal account card, and we both have Green Dot cards, and he made a mistake. And then I said to him, I think it was Wednesday, that I wanted you to have your own ATM or debit card, whatever. It's actually called a debit card now. I wanted you to have your own one for it, and I would have my own one for it. Okay, you're fading in and out. Okay. All right, you're fading in and out. Can't hear you.
I'm here.
Now I can hear you. So whatever angle this is, keep the phone there for a minute. So this was the end of April. And then, like I said, their person in San Antonio called up as Russ and I were leaving the parking lot. Some character called up out of San Antonio, and I explained to him that the young man had made a mistake in the Fidelity office, obviously. And then we went back to the Fidelity office, And the young man.
And you're not being intelligent.
Well, okay, we went back to the office, and the young man claims that he straightened it out. And then in early May, a couple days into May, I got a phone call from him that it was not straightened out, that they wanted to talk to you on the phone. And that was the same time the cards arrived. And the cards at Russ's house. Now, I need to explain, and I can't hear you again. And okay, there you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. So my whole plan had been, as the business goes forward, to put $500 a week into silver, because I can buy silver faster than gold, and silver is going up in value faster than gold, and to have it stored in this account structure. And if you needed money, you could go to the ATM, and I wouldn't have to rely on Robert Keller's kindness anymore. Robert's going to be part of the truck business anyway, but give him a break from all this. And so I get told, at the same time Theoline, we find out, is sick, I get told that the account is frozen, the cards are worthless, and that's when everything starts going downhill. The Ukrainian trucks, they didn't get back from the war. Everything else started going downhill. Now here's the last straw for me. The password for this account was the name of the dog. Now I'm not going to name the dog. I know you know the name of the dog. There's only one dog I've ever had there at the house on Millard. You know the name of the dog, yes?
I guess so.
Yes, big giant dog. And I went to check the value the other day on the website, and the website locked me out, and it said that the username and password were deactivated. Now, I need to call these jokers, and the plan is that they ship the precious metal. Robert will lend me the cash against it. He'll put it in his vault. He'll give it back to me when I give him back the cash. And then I give you back the precious metal. Or you can keep it in a different vault, or maybe a bank
But
box.
you know your track record is useless.
It's actually been pretty good for the last year.
No, what about that gray car?
I don't remember the gray car, but my
You had a loan on it, and you had to hide the car every night.
I don't remember that.
Well, I remember it.
Okay. Well, I think I parked it at the airport in 2008, and I think it's still there, or else I think it was stolen in 2011, because I last drove it around the airport in 2010 in Phoenix.
Which airport?
In Phoenix, Arizona.
You got as far as Phoenix?
I did.
In 08.
In 08. So let me do this. I want to call these people. I want to hear what they have to say. Your voice recognition works perfectly well with them without you giving them your phone number. And the same thing is, if you go down to their office, they're going to demand updated ID, and they're going to demand verification.
Are you talking about the one on the South Side Bar?
Yes, where Helen used to live, in that area, yes. And I don't.
You were supposed to buy that house. Helen's house.
Yeah, well, Ron ran off with Andy's money and ran off with the mortgage.
Wait a minute, my back is hurting. Hold on. I'm sitting up. Okay, I'm back. I guess.
Okay. I at least want to try calling these people. I want to tell them to turn
But they
the.
don't work on
They
Saturday.
do. I have the number to their little pig pen. They do work. I want the Molly the dog put back on the website. I want them 2 cards turned on, and I want that box put in the mail.
And it's a shame that I wanted you to attend Bogan regularly, and you didn't, and you failed.
Yeah, I passed my test to get into Mensa. That's what's important.
Say that again, what?
I passed my test to get into Mensa, and so far I've passed all my online law school tests. So that's what's important. And I'm going to try to take the bar.
You need to write it down. Remember how you signed a blank piece of paper 2 times with your signature?
I think so.
Well, I don't have it, those pieces of paper.
Well, look.
I need them reinstated.
I will.
I mean, okay.
Inflation is going through the roof right now.
Well, I hate it. I mean, I can't look at the price of gas.
Well, I can't look at the price of silver because it's going up every day, and it's making me sick. So.
Well, I don't know anything about that.
Well, I'm going to make a phone call. Please listen to the phone call. Don't say anything erratic to these people. I'm going to talk to them.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to get comfortable. Hold on. I'm back.
Okay. All right, I'm going to punch in this number. Just stay with me here a minute.
Is Russell on the line?
No, he's feeling terrible from the chemotherapy drugs. He's doing terrible today. I'm going to have to walk or take the bus to Kinko's at 95th Street to take care of some printing I have to do for Robert here shortly. Let me press this button. Now, this is concerning only the third account. It's not concerning your original account. I don't have the paperwork in front of me.
This call may be recorded for quality assurance. We have a special promotion today for
I have to hang
callers.
up for a minute. I have to hang up for a minute.
Over 50,
hang on.
Please press
I got to call you right back.
If not,
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I misdialed. Stay with me. Sorry. I misdialed.
Okay.
Thank you for calling Fidelity Investment. Person planning appointments in addition to virtual and phone appointments. To schedule a planning appointment, please stay on the line. For service transactions, we encourage you to go digital by visiting Fidelity.com or downloading the Fidelity mobile app. If you know the 5-digit extension of the individual you are trying to reach, please enter it now. Otherwise, please remain on the line. Please note, calls may be recorded and monitored. How can I help you today? The more you say, the better.
Need to talk about the precious metals account that's been in limbo for 2 months.
You have a question about your account, correct?
Correct.
Okay. For your convenience, you can get answers to many questions and accomplish most tasks by using the virtual assistant at fidelity.com/VA. It is available to you without waiting, 24 hours per day, 7 days per week. If you still need to speak with someone, please remain on the line for the next available associate. One moment, please. connecting branch service support for.
Need to talk about the precious metals account that's been in limbo for 2 months.
Thank you so much for choosing Fidelity Investments. You've reached Tyler Murphy here with the client services team.
Yeah, hi.
Pleasure speaking with this
Hi.
fine afternoon.
Yeah, hi, sir. Thanks for taking the call. Good afternoon. You have myself. My name is Stephen A. Summers, and you have my mother, Catherine V. O'Leary, on the phone. And we're giving you a call about the joint. There's a joint account that was open in April. With there's some silver and a few other items in the joint account, and there were some debit cards ordered for both of us the end of April, and there was a authorized party that we both know and trust named Russ Anner was put on this one account, the joint account, the end of April at the branch. And earlier that week, we had met with the young man there at the branch, and he had made a mistake in the paperwork linking debit cards and linking PayPal cards. And I ended up getting a call from your security department in San Antonio that literally 5 minutes after we walked out the front door, and we had to go back to the branch. We sat down again with Alec Garlock, and he assured us everything would be fine, that my mother's card would be mailed, my card would be mailed, because the plan with the economy changing was for me to be able to put money into that precious metals fund, and for my mother, if she needs to, under her own terms, make withdrawals, and I make withdrawals. And then either her sister meddled or somebody meddled, or I don't know who or what. But I was told by Alec Garlock then in May, after the ATM cards arrived, that there was a hold put on the account. And my mother has gone through a very difficult year with health and tragedy and health issues. And it's a burden for her to go out and travel. And it's somewhat difficult to get her on the phone and at a time when she's feeling all right. But she is on the phone with us. And so I'll let her say hello. I don't know if you have the voice recognition available. And we'd like her card mailed or reactivated. And the worst problem is the website's not working. The password is the family dog. And no one's going to forget the password. And I tried to get into the app here to check on how the silver's doing, and it's not letting me in. So, what do you recommend?
Okay, Mr. Summers. Well, I'd just like to express my, deepest condolences to you as well as Miss Catherine here. If I may, just, I hate to hear anyone's having a rough time, especially during times that we've been going through as of late as a nation as a whole. But
the whole year. It's been the whole year. So, Mom, do you want to say hello to the gentleman?
Just 2020, my friend.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So essentially, what we're looking to do is get new debit cards reordered here, gain online access, and just ascertain what exactly is going on as a whole. Did I understand that correctly, Mr. Summers?
Yeah, she needs the silver shipped. I mean, we made the decision when the silver was purchased because I warned the investment managers 9 months ago that the economy was going to change, and once it did, I wanted stuff converted into silver or gold or both. And then it was, let me see the gentleman's name here. I got his name written down somewhere around here. Hang on. It is your gentleman told me that you guys have, Rex Rogers, extension 44259. That you guys could take care of precious metal with inside your organization. And since she was already established with your organization, I found that was a better way to go. Mom, can you say hello? Can you hear the gentleman? Can she hear you?
Hello, ma'am. How are you? I don't hear her.
Yeah. I don't either. Well, that's not going to do us any good.
Well, let me see here, Mr. Summers. Let me see. I got you fully verified here here with Fidelity My Voice, Mr. Summers. So thank you very much for enrolling in that security feature.
Yeah.
It does make things significantly easier for us, and I sure hope it's a little bit easier for you too. Okay, so I see the joint account here, and I see the silver.
Can I give you can I give you her local phone number, and maybe you guys can update that, and call her at a time that maybe it's better for her, because I'm going to be getting on a plane and going to see a 92-year-old that's not doing well at all. It's another dear person of ours. So my mom's best phone number is 312 918 8087. And, she had her other phone stolen by the hospital. And that still has not been resolved yet. Okay. I don't know if she can hear you, because this phone goes in and out that she has. And I know she's on three-way, so.
Okay. Okay, let's see here. Now, you said that telephone number, make sure I got that down, was 312 918 8087.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see here. I want to make sure. Okay. If I recall, you are listed as power of attorney. Okay, beautiful.
Problem is, either one of some rotten persons is meddling in this account, and the account's frozen. And Alec told me that I have to, and we have several rotten relatives, trust me, and a few more that just need to be on a rope. And so Alec told me that she's got to call up, and she doesn't call but 2 or 3 times a year anyway. So I was trying to get this resolved before June ended, and have that silver shipped to the Mayfield address, and have it in her hands, because she's got a vault that she's can put it in, and that was going to be the plan.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so before I make this update, just because for compliance reasons, and I'm a perfectionist at heart, Mr. Summers, I like to triple check all of my work.
Sure.
Would it be okay if I just place you on a brief hold, just
Yep.
to make sure that I can update that telephone number? Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, perfect.
All right.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Can you hear it? Can you hear anything that's being said?
Stephen,
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the dog, but now I remembered only because you said it.
Well, I don't want to tell.
I knew what the dog looked like, but I forgot the dog's name. But now you reminded me.
The password is the
I
dog,
have to keep better records.
the dog's name, and the year.
What year?
2005.
And I'm the one who took the dog out of the rain and put him in the garage. That was me,
Yeah.
not you.
Yeah. Well, you need to talk to this gentleman, because he has to verify that you're on the line, that this isn't a scam. So I put Russ's name on the precious metal in case something happened to me, or so he could go down and collect it, or he could manage it. And I want all the money from the trucks going into precious metal until this crisis ends, because everything else is losing value. Or it can go into wheat, it can go into oil, it can go into one of the commodities that's going up in value.
Excuse me. You know, Kay Lyons' son, well, maybe he's still a trader and all that whatever he trades from home, though, he doesn't go downtown anymore. Or have you forgotten?
I've not been paying attention. I should pay.
Well, I just reminded you.
Yeah. And what is his first name again?
They only have the one son.
And what is
And
it?
I think his name is John.
And it was his adopted son that committed suicide?
Please don't ever use the S word around me. I always say by his own hand.
So sad.
By his own hand.
All
God,
right.
God. And the girl, is disfigured for life.
Well,
Jumped in front of the train,
yeah. Well, look. Here's the deal. Margaret, Margaret. I've forgotten the people I live with in Wisconsin. This is crazy. Aunt Margaret's youngest daughter only has one son left. I want him.
Mary Therese.
Yeah, Mary Therese Wall.
Mother, her godmother, for God's sake.
Yeah, I want.
Aunt Elizabeth and I were at the christening.
Yeah.
Mother didn't go. And Rita forgot to bring the baby bottle. She was christened at Sacred Heart.
Well, I want him getting a benefit from.
Who's him?
And Russ from her son, the surviving son.
Well, he's traveling. He doesn't hold down. He converted some kind of an RV to live in it and travel. The last I talked to, I don't have her phone number. Teresa might.
I have her phone number. I don't have it.
Why don't you ever give it to me?
I don't have it in front of me, but I'll get the phone number, and I don't have it in front of me.
Excuse me. They used to live in Carolina. Her second marriage melted. So I don't know where she is. And Vincent never returns my phone calls.
Yeah, Vincent's not returning any phone calls till I finish moving out of their house. That's what he had to say.
Say that again, please.
He's not returning any phone calls because Teresa instructed him not to.
That's exactly what he said.
Teresa Chirella.
Well, there's a secretary woman there. I call her every now and then. She just buried her uncle in either New York or New Jersey.
Well, yeah, it's too much.
Teresa instructed Vincent Wall that I used to drive to college, that I helped his mother and father move. She doesn't own me.
Well, she's sure trying. And one more thing.
And what is this latest word of hers?
Let me have the floor. Russ has agreed to run K-shares for July, August, and September. And
I don't know what that means.
so you don't have to have your name on the paperwork for the business. And you're just going to hold stock in it and not have a responsibility. And I'm supposed to have been here to see Sherman and Theoline, and I'm supposed to be back with the trucks for Monday, and this is not shaping up. And Robert has to get.
On Monday?
I'm supposed to be back at the Walgreens account on Monday, and Robert Keller has to get proof that this got resolved, so he knows.
Who is Robert Keller?
He owns the check store.
Irwin.
Yes,
Irwin.
yes.
Okay.
And he's the line of credit to advance these trucks once I get the things signed. He has $75,000 a year.
How did you find him in the first place?
I used to cash checks from the Walgreens account when I worked for Royal in 2019. I used to cash checks at his place in Broadview.
I didn't know you worked for Walgreens.
No, it was their contractor was Royal, but it was Walgreens
Thank you.
distribution.
Thank you. I have to write this. A nice lady gave me a wonderful note spiral book, but it was $1 at the Dollar Tree.
I have to use I have to use the bathroom for a minute. If the guy comes back on before I'm back, please tell him to hang on. I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Summers, are you still there? Mr. Summers?
Hello? Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, I can hear you now. Perfect.
Mom, can you hear the gentleman? Hello? Well, I don't know if...
Catherine, you there?
Yeah.
No dice.
Mother, can you hear anybody on this line? Well, she was here a minute ago. I don't know if you guys have the recording on your side, but, you know, if it stays on during the music or not, but just play that. So, Mom, the gentleman needs to talk to you. So, sir, we were discussing with the family dog is the password. And so the password is not working.
Yeah, let me shed some light on that for you here. Mr. Summers, so, previously, as you stated, the account was restricted back in April, May, whenever you worked with Mr. Alec.
May.
So,
Yep.
because of that restriction that were placed, online access has been blocked completely, essentially, and that password has been blocked. So, and I saw that he had said that he was supposed to follow up with our back office group who deals with this situation.
Well, somebody's got to get some phone time in with my mother. And here's the thing: you got about a 2-hour window on a 24-hour basis. And I would say the best